We earn money, save money and buy things. Living beyond the economic cycle is impossible. What trends are dictated by world markets and how does it affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy. In this program you will know why school children need extreme survival courses, what factors affect the price of tickets to children's camps, and how children from different countries spend their holidays. Summer is the best season not only for children but also for entrepreneurs involved in the field of children's leisure and entertainments, as it brings to the world economy billions of dollars. Thus, for example, the entertainment industry in China is estimated at $9 billion. In Russia it reaches 130 million and in the US more than $700 billion. Aqua parks and amusement parks are regarded as the most popular places of summer holidays. Nowadays, their total number exceeds 1,500. Every year they are visited by more than 300 million children. Many parents send their kids to children's camps. First institutions of this kind emerged in the late 19th century and so far became widespread throughout the world. In fact, there are thousands of places which attract people with their diverse and special atmosphere. A children camp implies leisure, health, personal and creative development. Children approve themselves in each event and game. And the most important things are fresh air and physical activities. Maygul Iskandarova has dedicated all her life to work with children. A doctor of pedagogy, she founded a children's developing center. And 25 years ago, she also opened a children's summer sports camp. At the moment, it continues to work and each year attracts more and more holiday makers. Each time, Maygul's camp places more than 3,000 children. Many of them have been there several times. The camp has neither TV sets nor computers. Children spend their time in the open air, swim in the pool and participate in various sports events. Maygul is confident that the program like this allows children not only to improve their physical health, but reveal their best qualities. We know a lot of cheers and chants, and it's not for nothing. Firstly, it's an emotional uplift. Secondly, these are respiration exercises. Children liberate themselves and work with pleasure. Thirdly, these are outdoor activities. Children run, play, make themselves fit in the open air and under the sun. We have a vast territory, and the most important thing is that children unite, find new friends and understand the importance of friendship. This allows them to show what they are made of. Whereas at school they face some restrictions, here they are absolutely free. We help children in their personal development. One season in this camp lasts 10 days. The ticket price is about 50,000 tenge. According to Maygul, dozens of people and organizations are engaged in children's leisure management. Entertainments in this case are as important as sports events. Circus and theater artists as well as music and dancing groups often visit children. And besides counselors, children's camps also employ psychologists, doctors, sports instructors, security officers, music teachers, cooks and even nutritionists who develop balanced diets necessary for children's proper rest. It is important to emphasize that most of camp employees have a degree in pedagogy. We employ 3 sports coaches as well as musicians, tutors and counselors. All our tutors are qualified teachers. We try to employ people who worked at schools. Working at schools, tutors keep up with children and understand their demands and interests. Whereas some kids give preference to comfortable rooms, swimming pools and discos on asphalted dance floors, others are interested in extreme activities. The camp of Pavel Bondarenko has no equipped cottages. Children live in tents and instead of convenient walks with basket lunches, are offered extreme ascents of mountains, crossing rivers and rock climbing. The idea of founding this scout camp belonged to Pavel's father. Later on, Pavel inherited his business.
Отец у меня начал, я как бы был еще
This camp was established by my father. At that time, I was very young. Then I began to help him. We came to the conclusion that children in this world should be capable of doing everything, from making knots to rendering first aid. My father was a journalist and always dealt with nature. Establishing a camp like this was his dream. A 10-day staying in the camp costs 50,000 tenge and more. Still, in spite of that, all places are reserved 1 month before opening. Tickets are sold within several days, Pavel says. Potential scouts have a nice change to know more about the wildlife and accomplish the so-called extreme survival courses. Children are taught to tie knots, set up tents, cook food from products turned out to be at hand, make a fire and render first aid.
Пешеходный туризм в основном, учим по горам ходить, как правильно ходить.
We have a diverse program mainly focused on hiking. We teach children mountain climbing and giving first aid in mountains, in particular how to apply a splint or bandage. The most interesting things for children are bungee jumping and rock climbing. Some of them after the camp go to specialized sport clubs and continue to improve their skills.
Идут в секцию, записываются и продолжают повышать свою квалификацию.
Annually, about 2 million kids, or almost 70% of pupils of 1st to 11th grades, spend holidays in children's camps of Kazakhstan. Along with health, sport and extreme camps, thematic holiday resorts, ecological, creative and scientific, are also becoming increasingly popular. Children study botany, construct robots, and fans of exact sciences even during holidays solve different challenges. In total, there are more than 11,000 various camps which work throughout Kazakhstan. More than 5,000 school, 240 country 11 year-round and more than 1,000 of tent and more than 5,000 profile camps will be working in Kazakhstan this summer. Those who prefer to combine vacations abroad and a children's camp also have a wide choice. Of course, the price in this case will be several times higher than a convenient ticket to local camps. For instance, 2-week holidays in a Turkish camp may cost $700 and more. In Bulgaria it costs 500 euros and more, and in Prague from 1,000 euros. Almost the same prices are in Greece. In most cases, the main purpose of such trips is learning foreign languages, which in future can help a child to get into a college or university. Because of that, many language centers suggest special international study programs. The most popular are cities in the US and in the UK. Schools of these countries admit children aged between 10 and 17. Much depends upon the school abroad which admits children. They set age limits and develop programs for relevant age categories. The main objective for children who go abroad is to learn English. They study English half-day, then they visit other lessons and implement various projects. After lunch, they participate in different events and go on excursions to neighboring cities. The tuition fee in the UK is $3,200 and in the US it is $4,500. This amount includes 3-time meals, accommodation, studies, different events and excursions. Parents, of course, allow their children to go on holidays independently, but are also glad to spend some time with the whole family, both abroad and at home. New tourist camps and health resorts for family vacations open in Kazakhstan each year. The most popular are located in the countryside near lakes and rivers, as well as in mountains. Modern leisure centers offer children and their parents to enjoy fresh air, games, picnics and many other things. Family vacations unite people and allow parents to know better their children because nature helps to overcome barriers between adults and children. Family vacations are always associated with unification, communication and understanding each other. Children start to understand their parents, and parents understand what their children tend to. Marketing experts identify children as sales stimulus. They will never pass by a sweet shop and always ask their parents to buy them an air balloon or a new toy. Therefore, amusement parks, aqua parks, circuses and theaters in summer season employ more entertainers and hold various fairs of children's goods and food. In hot weather, people of Kazakhstan spend up to 3 million tenge only on ice cream. And an ordinary bouncy castle in an amusement park brings to its owners up to 500,000 tenge. In summer, people of Kazakhstan spend more than 10 million tenge on visiting cinemas, theaters and circuses. The price of theater or cinema ticket in Kazakhstan varies from 700 to 3,500 tenge. The average price of tickets to amusement machines is 300 tenge. A ticket to the circus costs between 3,000 and 8,000 tenge. High-quality leisure for the younger generation is not only parents' concern. The state also offers every help it can in the organization of recreation activities for school children. Annually, more than 2 billion tenge is allocated from the state budget for tickets to camps for disabled children, as well as for kids from low-income and troubled families. Along with that, funds raised through sponsors, parents and trade union totaling more than 5 billion tenge are also used for children's recreation. Thus, children from boarding schools and large families spend their holidays in Iskandarova's camp for free. Most of our kids are orphans, children from large families, from poor families and boarding schools. Many schools and boarding schools ask us to take their children, and we of course help them. Children camps of Kazakhstan start to take tickets in December. In the first month of sales, the discount for summer season is approximately 15% and decreases each following month. Vouchers are available in tourist agencies, schools, city administration offices, as well as directly in camps and social service offices. The latest should suggest you to choose you from the list of camps the most appropriate one at a discounted price. Prices differ and depend on parents' incomes. In many CIS countries, school holidays begin in early June and finish in late August. In Asia and Western countries, the situation is quite different. In Germany, children from neighboring towns have holidays in different times. Some schools close as early as in May and others continue working until late June. This has been done to schedule working days and avoid traffic jams. Experts explain that school holidays at one and the same time in all regions of the country will result in traffic tie-ups, increased number of holiday makers and interruption of the working process. In fact, parents in Germany have a right to take a leave when their children go on holidays. Such family holidays exist not only in Germany but in other European countries. For example, in the UK, mothers and fathers are entitled to take additional 4 weeks leaves for their children. For each 7 days, local authorities pay them £55 in the form of coupons. They can be used for a babysitter salary or a ticket to a children's camp. The price of a ticket to European children's camps varies between 400 and 3,000 euros. More than 30 million children from neighboring and far abroad countries visit health camps of Bulgaria, France, Sweden and the UK every year. The development of tourism and affordability of air tickets resulted in opening of many international summer camps. Interestingly, uncommon children's recreation facilities are particularly favored by kids and their parents. For example, children have a chance to get familiar with the cinema industry and learn various tricks from Hollywood stunt performers in New York, or feel like astronauts visiting a space station and flying in weightlessness in Alabama. In Latvian Harry Potter camp, kids can try on a mantle, learn theories of magic and visit potion-making lessons. In the meantime, recreation camps in China offer children numerous entertainments and educational excursions. Thus, pupils can play with pandas, learn to plant rice and ride a bicycle along the Great Wall. It is no surprise that placement in camps like these is more expensive than in common ones. Staying in international children's thematic camps lasts 2 to 4 weeks and costs from $1,500 to $6,000. The price of a voucher to the world's most expensive camp near Raquette Lake in the US reaches $12,000. At the same time, the UK, Spain, Malaysia, China and the US are considered the most popular children's recreation areas. This camp is a real catch for future geographers and biologists. Here, children are acquainted with representatives of aquatic fauna living in their natural environment, in particular with sharks. The camp is located in Sharks Reef Marine Reserve in Fiji. Children are swimming in diving suits under the supervision of instructors. However, this amusement is available only for senior pupils. Swimming in this aquatic area is not the only extreme activity. The list of so-called entertainments also includes the excursion to a volcanic island. On the top of everything else, the program of this camp is oriented on high school graduates who want to continue their education in colleges designed for specific careers like biologists and others.